They're ready, they're willing, and they're coming to a town near you. These are York City's street rangers. The government's COVID marshals will do a very similar sort of job.
The street rangers as a whole are just that friendly face for people to approach within York City Centre. We're not so much getting a lot of questions coming to us, it's more people pointing out about other people not really following the social distancing.
What sort of reaction are you getting when you are reminding people about social distancing?
The vast majority of the time it's positive.
A private company runs the street rangers. It'll be councils who organise COVID marshals, but they'll share one key restriction. They can't enforce rules. They need the police for that.
And really that's what's provoked the biggest criticism of this plan, with police forces saying that they are simply baffled by the idea of a COVID marshal. They've questioned how effective they will be when they can only advise and not enforce.
If it's a group of people who already don't care and were congregating beyond, in bigger groups than they're supposed to, if they're not the police, then they can't really do that much.
They're going to need a little bit of just people reminding them to do this, to do that.
You can't stop people by enforcing any law or anything and fine them. But if you educate them, there might be some difference.
The government's new rule of 6 might at least make it easier to spot when people aren't following the rules. This will be the last weekend that Laura York's restaurant can hold a party this big.
We have had to contact bookings ahead of time and explain that we can't accommodate them. People have been very understanding.
The rule of 6 may last for months. Its impact felt everywhere. Meet the Preston family. Dad Ian, twins Sienna and Talia, Hugo and India. When Mum Claire and oldest daughter Maya are home, they make 7. They'd need to lose 2 to meet just one other person.
I think it's going to be a lot of difficult choices. I mean, Christmas still feels like quite a long time away, doesn't it? But people like to get organised, so yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. It's going to be interesting. No doubt Claire and I are going to have a bit of a chat about whose parents we're going to see. And with the number of cases rising up to close to 3,000 a day at the moment, I think all of us need to keep eyes on the prize, really, and that is that we need to keep the infections under control.
The Prime Minister described the new restrictions as heartbreaking to implement. They may be even tougher to enforce. Katerina Potozzi, Sky News in York.